So, good morning. I am so excited that it's December 1st and we get to open this now. Um, so, it's a pretty pink box this year. We have some beautiful designs on it. I really like the little tomato. The drawing on the top of the box was done by Laura. Laura is one of our beautiful team members and does some really, really great art for us. And so this is not an exception. So look how beautiful that is. And I can see that she's picked some machines strategically there. So I see a featherweight and I see an epic, and or maybe that's a Topaz 65. And then over here we have a FAF. So she did great with this. And I can see, I guess that person's working on a jelly roll rug. There's somebody piecing half square triangles, eating cookies, grabbing other people's brownies, because we all know there's so many treats at retreats. So there's our box. Okay, so I left the box at the store so that I wouldn't be tempted to open it. And what will happen over the next little while is you'll see me traveling. It'll become the great traveling box. So I'll open up the box with the sweet little tomato on it. And we've got our nice little card. Now, it's day one, so you're not really there yet. But this card is special because it has a discount code on the back of it. And that discount code may come up again. So this card is special. So please keep this in a safe place. It might be nice to put on your fridge. It might be nice to pin. I sometimes will take a pin and I put it through this part so I can still see the picture without interruption. And I put it into one of the 2x4s that's in my sewing room, because my sewing room, at one point I had to make a decision of whether I was going to drywall it or not. And then I decided I wanted to do something else, like a new sewing machine or a new iron. And so I still have to put drywall. But so I put them in my 2x4s. So because I have insulation pink. I have a pink sewing room. Okay, so that Advent calendar discount code is on the back of this, and this may come up some other time this month. So please make sure you put that where you can find it. You can keep it in the box even. There's nothing wrong with that. And you get a nice little rendering of the top of the box, which is nice too. And if you take a little peek right here, you'll see that the art was done by Laura Lee. Okay, so here's how it works. Over the year, I go to conferences, and I go to, my box has pink tissue. I know not everybody got the same color tissue paper inside. I go to conferences, and so I go to Chicago, where I do a lot of the research, my Rebecca and Erica and people will say, you should go check out booth number 655, because there's an app that we can go to, and they pin things for me, and I'm supposed to go check things out. So that's part of how this all happens. So I go places, and then I get on hangouts or lives with the team, and I take them around the booth, and they see things, and sometimes I find things as I'm wandering around that I'm like, oh, this is super cool. And sometimes I send them things and say, this should be in the calendar. So I've seen everything before, I think. Sometimes I haven't. So I've seen most things before. And then they end up in the box. But I don't know what's on what day. I don't know what made the final cut. I do help pack, but they're very selective about what I'm allowed to pack. And usually it's the things that I have said they must be in the calendar. There's lists and charts, and I just constantly say, is everything coming on time? And I try not to get too involved, because I like the surprise too, because I am a big fan of these kinds of things. So I just want you to have that context. So we're on day one, and the pretty little pink sticker. And it's square, so I can't tell what it is because it must be in something. So day one. Okay. This is from a company called Metal Goose. And when I went to see Sue Spargo. And Sue Spargo was telling me all about these. So that's where I have learned about these. I did not say these must be in here, so it's a pleasant surprise, but it was one of the things I was like, this is super cool. All right, so, okay. I have a pink one. This is a very handy dandy, tiny little rotary cutter and tape measure. And this company, Metal Goose, when I went to their booth, they were so sweet. They were so excited that I was excited. And they had this very cool little doodad. So sometimes when we're going somewhere, so first of all, Sue Spargo was like, I'm just going to say Sue Spargo because I met her. Sue Spargo was very much like, it's a handy little thing to keep in your tools in case you have to do something and like you keep in with your little, I travel with a kit. I have like a little wash-up bag sized thing, and inside of it is my current little hand stitching project. And so she was indicating that this is a nice little thing to have for if you have to have emergency cuts. And so that's what it's here for. Now, you should know that you can change the blade on this. So you just put some pressure on the back here and you can change the blade, and it's a regular 28 millimeter, not milliliter, but millimeter blade. And you can buy them at our store. Now, initially when they travel, so because these things have traveled, they have them nicely oiled up. So if you are really particular, you can take that off and clean off the oil. But you don't have to. It's wool. You cut this nice. So if you have to cut like little strips to do like a little curly Q, you've got a nice little cutter, and everything's nicely protected. It has a lock on it, so I've got it. So when it's unlocked, those go together and then it'll slide up. And when it's locked, it will not slide up. So no more slicing your fingers as you reach deep into your purse or bag. And we have a tape measure, and I'm always a big fan when it's got centimeters on it. And I'm over a meter. I don't know how far it's going to go. There's 1.2, 1.4, 1.5, which is 58 inches, which is the width of garment fabric. So, okay, I'm going to retract it. That's our day. That's fun. And the tiniest little wrist, it's like not for real wrists. It's really tiny. Oh, I don't need to hang it off my phone. No, but it could nicely attach to a clip inside of your tool bag. So there you go. There you go. So I could say next time you get a carabiner, keep your carabiner. All right, that's day one. How exciting. All right. Talk to you soon.